What's up everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital and welcome to yet another crypto review. I do this every once in a while about a certain project that has potential and that is doing great. And in this video we're talking about Mantle, right, or MNT, that's the name of the token. You might know this as the layer 2 network mainly pushed by Bybit, but they are so much more than that. I've made a video on this, by the way, I think back in April or May, talking about some of the things that they were pushing in terms of products, because they are much more than a layer 2 network. But now not only has the price performed extremely well since then, since July the price is up about, at this point of time, 175%, but it was at a 3x earlier this week actually. But they're actually pushing new things that create more utility and more benefits for MNT holders, so therefore more utility for the token, which in my opinion can push this already bullish chart up higher. So we'll talk about that. If you're interested in more Mantle update, let me know. By the way, like I said, I made a video in April and May really talking about some of the products that they were pushing since then. Some of them they have already launched, some of them are still on the roadmap, but in this video we will focus most on the new utilities that they're adding, which can push the price up higher, but that you can actually profit from as well. So let's get right into it. Now, what I wanted to start off with, we'll talk about the MNT pass, which that's very interesting. That creates a ton of benefits if you're actually holding MNT and if you're using Bybit, but also just if you have Bybit and you want to use the MNT pass, there's benefits to that. We'll talk about that. They're also running a ton of campaigns. We'll talk about 2 specific campaigns towards the end of this video, and then we'll also do a little bit of a technical analysis at the end of the video. But first of all, let's talk about Mantle meat, right? So one of the main things that Mantle has created now that they're adding more benefits to the token and that they're really developing that is the 5 pillars, all right? So the 5 pillars we will go over right now: buy, use, hold, earn, and the limited offers. And some of those limited offers, we'll dive a little bit more deep into that at the end of the video. Here you can see a brief overview. MNT fuels the Mantle ecosystem, which by the way is also doing great most recently with the TVL growing and since June for the last couple of months, but the DEX trading volumes also increasing a lot together with the stablecoins market cap. So that's great. Fuels Mantle's ecosystem, acting as the cornerstone for governance, staking, and innovation within the decentralized economy. And on Bybit, your MNT serves as a pass, unlocking trading, payments, savings, rewards, and more. We'll talk about that. So first of all, there's a ton of ways you can actually buy MNT. You can buy through spot, convert, OTC trading if you want to buy high amounts of MNT, DCA, auto invest, and also discount buy. We'll talk about this a little bit later. Here you can actually buy MNT at a discount and still use the benefits of holding MNT while you have to wait until you can unlock those tokens. But more on that a little bit later. So here you can see, the trading fee discounts on Bybit that you get by holding MNT. You can see here to the right. First of all, these are much higher than the trading fee discounts you get if you're holding BNB and you're trading on Binance. And the fees on Bybit, I believe, are already lower than on Binance. So there's, in my opinion, there's no reason not to switch to Bybit. I've said this for years already, right? And I'm a very avid user of Bybit as well. And I was not very happy when Bybit futures trading was banned in the Netherlands. But okay, it's coming back most likely. So, but here you can see, if you're holding MNT, you can actually get 25% off on spot, 10% off on futures and taker maker, and you can actually get into these VIP sections earlier, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. So here you can see that you can trade with MNT in a lot of different ways through spot pairs, future pairs, and more, coming very, very soon. And then you also have the Bybit card where you can spend MNT anywhere. And this is very interesting for those of you who want to spend crypto in an easy way, in a debit with a debit card. If you have the Bybit cards, you can just spend that MNT that you have in there. You can still enjoy the benefits of actually holding MNT at the same time as well while using your crypto and putting it to a real use. Now, when we're talking about hold, which is the 3rd pillar, here you can see that if you actually hold MNT, you can boost your asset value by 1.3x to 1.5x. So let's say that you hold $100,000 in your Bybit account, that's worth $130,000 to $150,000, which means that you can earlier get into these VIP sections. And getting into those VIP sections especially if you make a lot of trading fees, that can massively reduce the trading fees that you're paying outside of the trading fee discount that you already have by holding MNT. Very, very interesting. But then potentially, and we're getting here towards the fourth pillar, earning. I think this is one of the most interesting parts, right? Because you can actually stake MNT for the launch pool, and then you can claim airdrops of trending tokens. There's a mega drop where you can earn a fixed APR and fresh tokens by looking up that MNT. You have easy earn, where you can actually look up the MNT itself and gain rewards in that. You can choose MNT as a welcome gift, and you have advanced earning options where you can access higher yield leverage products at a discount with MNT while holding MNT. So that's a benefit as well. And then they're pushing these limited offers, which is the fifth pillar. They're pushing these limited offers for MNT holders almost every week, right? So for example, right now you can earn higher cash back with the Bybit card if you're holding MNT, and you have a fast pass to the top. But this is coming soon. But like I said, they have a lot of these events launching almost every single week. So in short, they're really creating this synergy between the Bybit ecosystem and the Bybit exchange, which by the way is one of the biggest exchanges out there, and MNT. And when you look at MNT right now, and you see that as the main token of the Bybit exchange, which like I said is very big, I would say technically that's a reason for this to go higher. Obviously nothing can continue to rally forever, but still, if you compare the market cap of MNT to the market cap of BNB, and then compare the size of Bybit to the size of Binance, there's definitely still growth there. But outside of that, like I said, you actually have MNT discount buy live now on advanced earn, so that's where you can find it. And like I said, there you can buy MNT at a discount, so at a lower price. Then you have to wait until you can unlock it and claim that. But you already get the benefits of holding that MNT, even though you don't actively hold that. And right now they're also pushing a new event, which is this. It's the MNT Max Out season, where you can show your best MNT strategies. And there's a 50,000 MNT prize pool, which is, what is that? That's over $75,000. Very, very interesting. The submission period is between September the 25th and October the 9th. You have a serious chance at actually getting prizes here. So I would definitely go into this through this post, which I will leave down in the description. You can see the topic requirements. It's basically creating content, and then they have some guidelines about what they're looking for and how to actually participate by following them, retweeting and liking the announcement. Definitely check that out. I'll leave the link down to that in the description. At this point of time, to finish this video, when we're looking at Mantle, we're in a massive uptrend. Two of the main areas where I would be looking for a bounce is 1.41 and right here between 1.3 and 1.25. Those are the main support levels right now, and this is definitely not a signal or a call to buy there, but if we get a strong reaction there, there's a high likelihood that we can actually go for $2 and higher. So I'll leave all the links that you need for Mantle down in the description. Definitely check that out, especially with what they're rolling out right now. It's just a start, all right? Check that out. Thank you for watching, everybody, and thank you for clicking on this new crypto review. For now, have a great day. Take care and bye.